It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. We're locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. It's a ghost town. It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. We're locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. It's all ghost town.
10 years ago, I cut my hair and I changed my name as people stared, and I went on TV and I so did declare that this is who I am for anyone that cares. I didn't change who I am. I've always been a man. Still it changed your world, but Dad, I'll always stay your little girl. 10 years ago, I know you had a hard time, and I tried and tried, 'cause I want you in my life. I'm just living true, no doubt in my mind, and these changes, they take time, you'll find. I didn't change who I am. I've always been a man. Still it changed your world, but Dad, I'll always stay your little girl.
How you all doing? My name is Rev Comrade Rowley. Welcome to CLACCA ULC. See, from wherever you're watching, I would just like to acknowledge that the land that we're meeting on is of the Gadigal people and the Wangal people of the Eora Nation. I pay my respects to the elders, both past and present. The recognised sovereignty, treaty, and social justice has never been ceded. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Just a few announcements. Firstly, one important announcement. I am currently tied up with 3 court matters at the moment. Unfortunately, until at least about the 17th of July, at least until the 17th of July, 2024. Unfortunately, I can't get time off. So, for those of you who need help and assistance, I've recommended a number of groups that you can go to for help and support. Just unfortunately, I can't get time off to. I can't. The court won't grant me permission to get time off from the court stuff. So I've got to do that. I'm under legal restrictions to file and serve evidence, and I've got to go to court every day between now and the 17th of July. So that's what I'm tied up with. That's effectively what I'm tied up with doing at the moment. So my apologies to those of you in our community who have been contacting me for help and support and assistance. Unfortunately, there is only one of me. There is only one of me, and unless somebody else can step forward. Unfortunately, there's just me. There's just me, and I can't. Due to the court commitments, the court won't grant me permission to get time. The court won't grant me permission to get time off to help others in need of our community. I've asked, the court has said no. I'm tied up. As far as the court is concerned, I'm legally, I have to file and serve evidence and attend court. There's no way around that. So. Hopefully the anti-discrimination matters will be resolved as soon as possible. But in the meantime, what I can do is I can continue to do continue to do weekly Sunday church. So that's what we are here to do. The other important announcement is there are a few rallies coming up that I did promise I would announce. So 23rd of November is the Transgender Day of Resistance rally that is happening at 2 p.m. On the 23rd of November, and that will most likely be at Pride Square at the Newtown Hub. And for more information in relation to that, go to the Pride and Protest Facebook page for further details in relation to that. The 22nd of June, Refugee Action Coalition, Sydney is having a rally at Sydney Town Hall on the 22nd of June at 12 noon. Paul Labor's Cruel Deportation and Entry Ban bill. For more information in relation to that, please go to the Refugee Action Coalition Sydney Facebook page for further details and more information in relation to that. The other important announcements that I have got to make is on Sunday, June 30 at 3 p.m. There's a rally to mark Rohingya genocide at the Boulevard Reserve at Lakemba. And for more information in relation to that, go to the Refugee Action Coalition Facebook page for further details. We do have CLACCA ULC does have a protest. Does have a court protest at 9 a.m. on the 17th of June at the Downing Centre. At the Downing Centre court in relation to stopping transphobic violence. For more information in relation to that, you can contact me on mobile 0459 771 520. CLACCA ULC is also having an Education Equality Anti-Discrimination Independence Day court protest at NCAT on the 4th of July, in relation to fighting for the equal right to complete a university degree without discrimination. In which the NCAT court will be making a decision to whether or not to allow the anti-discrimination case to go ahead or not. It's this weird thing in which they do these leave hearings. I'm not really 100% sure why they do them, rather than just setting a hearing date, following evidence and then turning that at the hearing. I don't know why they do it like that, but anyway, this is the process that we are stuck in. If you want more information in relation to that, you can contact me on my mobile 0459 771 520. Palestine Action Group are also having protests outside the ALP conference on the 27th of July to protest Labor support for genocide at the New South Wales Labor Party conference. For more information in relation to that, you can go to the Palestine Action Group, and the rally is happening at 12 noon Saturday, July the 27th at Sydney Town Hall. And for more information for that, you can go to Palestine Action Group for further details in relation to that. And one more important announcement. We'll be showing a video clip for Open Communion today. But right now we are going to bring you the message. Okay, we're just going to go to another song. This song, because we're experiencing a couple of technical difficulties. So we're just going to go to, we're going to go to Constantine. It's by the History Teachers, and then we will come back with the message for today.
persecuting of the Christians constantly.
So now it's time for our message. This message comes from, it's titled, "No one is a prophet in his homeland." And it's from Ezekiel 2:5, 2 Corinthians 12, 7, 1 to 10, and Mark 6, 1 to 6. In our own lives, the Lord speaks to us through people in whom the word of God takes on human clothing. Today's text presents several cases of people sent by God. Those sent by God are warned that in the course of their mission, they will encounter impudent and stubborn people who may not listen, but at least they shall know that there has been a prophet among them. Someone who speaks in God's name. This is the meaning of the Hebrew term nabi, which we translate by prophet. The prophet runs into resistance of those who refuse to hear the word, which invites them to leave their old security and to change their ways. The child of God was amazed at their unbelief in Mark 6:1. The people of this homeland do not believe that one of their own can reveal the demands of God's love. Is not this the carpenter, the child of Mary, and are not the siblings here with us? They know Jesus. Therefore, God cannot tell them anything new. Publer tells us about the evangelizing potential of the poor. To the evangelical testimony of the poor of our country, the spiritual children of those who do not believe in Jesus will now say, are not these peasants who barely know how to speak Spanish? What can people who spend their lives complaining, not working, tell us? We know them, therefore we cannot expect anything from them. The quality of a gospel proclamation cannot be measured by its immediate acceptance. What is of prime importance is the fidelity of those who sent to the mission entrusted to them. Today's text tells us about vocations: Ezekiel, Paul, and Jesus. God gives them a mission which is to be effective, but this effectiveness can take on surprising paths. The weakness of those sent reveals the power of the Spirit present in them. The Lord shows this power in Paul's weakness in 2 Corinthians 12:9. This has nothing to do with liking contrasts and paradoxes. This is the way of a loving and tender God who invites us, but who does not crush us. The human weakness of those sent creates a space of freedom. Their listeners may decide for or against them. They want the Lord to reveal God's self only in grandiose actions and miracles. This would save them the trouble of discerning when and through whom the word is revealed. For those who are sent, this is not easy. The thorns in the flesh are there to remind them that they are only people who are sent. We all ask that bad times pass quickly, and we do that more than 3 times. We are especially hurt when the testimony, not without defects and omissions, we are trying to give is not understood. Yet this helps us to return humbly to the sources of the entrusted task, to purify and correct the motives of our actions. Besides Paul, as Paul tells us, it is when we appear weak that we are strong, in verse 10. Our next song of praise is Irish by the Google Dolls.
up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over, I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, all the moment of truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am.
Now it's time for open communion. How you all doing, comrades? My name is Rev Comrade Rowley, and I'm an ordained transgender male asexual forgotten Australian liberation theologian, born innate out of adultery and poverty. I'd like to start off by acknowledging that the land that we're meeting on tonight is both the land of the Gadigal people and the Barramatical people of the Eora Nation, and I pay my respects to the elders past and present. This land also sits on the land of the Wangal people of the Eora Nation, and I also pay my respects to the elders both past and present. The reason why we do an acknowledgement to country in CLACCA ULC is to remember has never been ceded for Aboriginal people, and it should not be in any way, shape, or form tokenistic. And like I hear a lot of acknowledgements to country, but the one thing they don't do is acknowledge the fact that Aboriginal people of today are still suffering injustices of this land, and they can sometimes be tokenistic. So I do my best to try and acknowledge the injustice that Aboriginal people and Indigenous people across the world still suffer, and still continue to call on the church to stand in solidarity with Aboriginal people fighting for justice to stop our deaths in custody. Essentially, I've titled this week's sermon on how to give a blessing that's not tokenistic. And the reason I want to address this specific issue is while we live in a world in which the world is crying out for blessings. However, having said that, I personally believe that blessings should not be tokenistic. Essentially, because the problem that I have when blessings are given from many churches is they're done in a very tokenistic way, with the emphasis to just be grateful for, just be grateful for what you've got, and forget about the injustices that are going on in your life. Forget about the injustices that are happening to others, and just be grateful for what you've been given. But there's a problem with that kind of emphasis. There's a problem with it in the sense that all too often blessings are given, but they don't take into account that when you give a blessing, you're not just blessing that person's life, but you're blessing everybody that person has ever connected with. You're blessing them both, their past and their present, and for a better future. So essentially, a few years ago, for the Transforming Pastoral Practices course, I got asked to do a blessing, and I wanted to do a blessing. I wanted to come up with a blessing that wasn't tokenistic, that wasn't a secondary afterthought. Yeah, I didn't want it to be another one of those blessings that was kind of like an afterthought. but essentially, I wanted it to be an active blessing, um, that tied in with something that inclusive churches do very well at, and that's the Eucharist. And so I came up with this concept of tying a blessing with the Eucharist, because I think that a blessing should have a practical component as part of it, and it shouldn't be in any way, shape, or form tokenistic. So this is a blessing that I want to share with you that I came up with. The open table of the Eucharist, Communion, Lord's Supper is a transforming pastoral practices blessing from Mark 14:22 to 26, Matthew 26 to 30, Luke 22:14 to 23, and 1 Corinthians 11:23 to 25. The praxis of administering open sacraments is a transforming pastoral practices blessing that was started by Reverend Kirby Hensley in the Universal Life Church since 1959 in Modesto, California, and by Reverend Troy Perry in Metropolitan Community Churches since the 1st of October 1968 in Huntington Park, California. As Reverend Nancy L. Wilson puts it, open communion was really born out of a reaction to the closed or somewhat closed communion of other churches and the need to be radically inclusive at the most critical moment in church worship. The fact that communion was served every week from the beginning was something quite new to Reverend Troy Perry, yet became a powerful signal to those from a Catholic or liturgical church background that they were welcome. As Reverend Kirby Hensley puts it, we have given you this information because we don't want to deceive anyone, that every time we do transforming pastoral practices, we remember the transforming pastoral practices blessings the Spirit of my people have given you today from God's word. I will now do the Eucharist blessing as I was taught from 1 Corinthians 11, 23 to 25. For I received from the Lord what I also handed on to you, that the Lord Jesus, on the night when Jesus was betrayed, took a loaf of bread, and when Jesus had blessed it, Jesus broke it and said, "This is my body that is broken for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way, Jesus took the cup, also after supper, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this as often as you drink it in remembrance of me." This table does not belong to any church. It doesn't belong to the state. It belongs to God, and all are welcome to the table without discrimination. Please come and share in this blessing. And so as we finish tonight, I want to say to you this simple message. Go into the world to serve God. Follow Jesus in the power of the Holy Spirit, whatever your gift may be. Put your prayers into organized action and fight for justice for Indigenous people to stop all deaths in custody. What do you want? How are you going to get it? Fight for it. Now, the reason I end on those notes with a bit of a chant is because a blessing should be active and should not just be some tokenistic words of inclusion. God bless. And I look forward to seeing you again next Sunday. I've changed. Cool. So that video footage was taken in that was I filmed that that would have been from the 20th of May 2020, 20 in my early days of just in my wee early days of just being on testosterone, testosterone of medical and legal transition. So it's I didn't have as much hair back then, but I do now. Now, but yeah, look, it's always good looking back. So now the next song of praise that I'm going to go to is Heaven is a Place on Earth by San Juniper, and then we will go to our offering.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on When the night falls
and that was Heaven is a Place on Earth by San Juniper. And now it's time for our offering. If you would like to donate to the life and work of CLACCA ULC, you can do so via our CLACCA ULC website. You just go to claccauLCsydney.go2dsites.com/donate. Donate and click on the donation links button and then and follow the instructions. Actions. If you would like to volunteer in CLACCA ULC, say one of the things that we do desperately need is we need another somebody else to step forward. We need another ordained minister in CLACCA ULC. So if you're interested in applying to be an ordained minister with CLACCA Universal Life Church, contact me on my mobile 0459 771 520, 0459 771 520. All applications will be considered, but we desperately need another ordained minister to fill in for me to help with our outreach work. Because at the moment I'm tied up with a lot of court stuff at the moment, and I need someone who can fill in to do that. If you're interested in applying, please contact me on my mobile 0459 771 520. That's 0459 771 520. To apply, you have to be willing to be ordained with the Universal Life Church, both the monastery as well as the Universal Life Church headquarters. As well as have a current working with children check clearance in terms of theological studies, etc. You don't necessarily have to be currently studying a current theology degree. The Universal Life Church Seminary does have some courses in which you can do, but to get it legally registered in Australia, you do need to legally register it with the attorney. You do need to complete a Cert 4 at minimum. You need to complete a Cert 4 insolvency and then legally registered with the Attorney General in Canberra. That's a minute. If you've got a theology degree, that's one that's being completed. That's a bonus. You can also be halfway through completing studies. That's fine. We'll also take that on board. Or if you've got no religious studies at all, that's fine. We will give you. But more importantly, if you do have an activist background, that is something that is actually a bonus. Bonus because CLACCA ULC is an activist church. So if you have an activist background, if you haven't identify as LGBTIQA plus, that is also equally a bonus. Bonus, no experience necessary, but activist experience or identifying as LGBTIQA plus is a bonus. Bonus, or at least being LGBTIQA plus friendly and supportive of our community is definitely wanted. Look, as long as you don't discriminate, regardless of what your religious belief, if you want to put your hand up to volunteer for the job. Unfortunately, it doesn't come. We rely on volunteers in CLACCA ULC, so it is a voluntary role that doesn't come with a payment because we rely on donations and nations. So if you can. if you can spare, like if you're looking for a job to do, you're more than welcome to apply. So now we're going to go to our final song of praise, which is by Justin Bieber, and actually we're going to do a song called Keepers of the Earth, and it's fighting for environmental justice, and this was filmed in Africa. My name is Mr. Rev Comrade Rowley. Thank you very much for joining us this Sunday. Please tune in from 5 p.m. Sunday, every Sunday, for CLACCA ULC. For more information, please head to about CLACCA Universal Life Church. Please head to our website at claccaulc.godaddysites.com and likewise, one more announcement I forgot to mention is Solidarity Choir rehearsals are every Thursday from 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. Generally speaking, they do ask for a small donation. They normally ask for a small donation to contribute to the conductor's fees of about $15 per week. Per week. The other thing that they do require is there is a membership fee of $100 that you pay annually, but you can pay it installments. It's certainly worthwhile going along if you're interested in joining an activist choir or a socialist choir and want to sing at protests and want to learn to sing in foreign languages, you're certainly more than welcome. So now we're going to go to Keepers of the Earth, and my name is Mr. Rev Comrade Rowley. Thank you very much for joining us. God bless, and bye for now.
Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Keepers of the night, land and sea, guarding our forests, saving our planet. Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Keepers of the night, land and sea, guarding our forests, saving our planet. Keepers of the earth, yes we are.
The ant and the eels need a home to stay. The herons and rhinoceros.
For they lose their hope when we careless and float. A land with trash and with wasted herbs.
Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Keepers of the night, land and sea, guarding our forests, saving our planet. Keepers of the earth, yes we are.
We all need a warmth and the cleanest breeze, but we ruin it all when we burn so much fuel.
Let's save the hills, mountains and plains and lakes. Plant a tree, recycle waste, go green.
Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Keepers of the night, land and sea, guarding our forests, saving our planet. Keepers of the earth, yes we are.
Plant more trees, we
deforestation, save the planet. Stop polluting the environment. The forest provides shelter and food for many animals, insects and bugs. If we keep cutting down trees, the world might soon become a desert without life. Save the forest.